Welcome to the channel, dear listener. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe, because here we believe in one powerful truth. You were not born to live a small, silent life. You were born to rise, to become more, to discover the real identity hidden beneath years of fear and self-doubt. This video is for anyone who has ever felt lost, stuck, or unsure of who they truly are. And if you stay with me till the end, you might just find a part of yourself you didn't know was missing. Today's story will show you something powerful, how one decision, one moment of clarity, can change the entire direction of your life. So sit back, breathe, and let the story guide you toward your true identity. Have you ever felt like you were living your life wearing someone else's name tag? Like every step you take, every dream you chase, every decision you make has already been judged, sized, and limited by someone else? It's strange how quickly we start believing the voices around us. A single sentence said at the wrong time can echo in our minds for years. That's exactly what happened to Evan. Evan grew up in a small town where everyone had an opinion. How he should talk, how he should behave, what he should become. He was the quiet kid, the one who sat in the back, the one who didn't raise his hand, the one people assumed would never do anything remarkable. He's too soft. He's too slow. He doesn't have what it takes. Over time, those comments became chains wrapped around his heart. Every time he wanted to try something new, the words pulled him back. You can't. And so, he didn't. Years passed, and those chains grew heavier. Evan avoided opportunities. He rejected friendships. He stopped aiming for anything larger, choosing instead to exist quietly, unnoticed, invisible. But deep inside him, a small voice, his real voice, kept whispering that he was meant for more. He just didn't know how to find it. One day, after being rejected from a job he had dreamed about for months, Evan felt completely shattered. He walked out of the building feeling like the world was laughing at him. He didn't drive home. Instead, he kept driving toward the mountains, needing air, space, silence. Anything that wasn't disappointment. The hiking trail was empty. Leaves cracked beneath his shoes. The sky was heavy with gray clouds, as if it understood him. After climbing for a while, he saw an old man sitting on a fallen tree. The man was focused, carefully carving a piece of wood with a small knife. His hands moved slowly, steady, almost as if the wood itself was guiding him. The old man looked up and studied Evan with soft, knowing eyes. "Why do you look like someone who's forgotten his own name?" he asked kindly. Evan let out a tired laugh. "I guess I'm just lost," he said. "I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore." The old man raised an eyebrow. "Supposed to be? According to whom?" Evan hesitated. "Everyone, I guess. People always told me what I couldn't do. And eventually I believed them." The old man quietly handed him the wooden carving. It was a bird, delicate but unfinished. Its wings half-formed, its body rough and unpolished. "Tell me," the old man said gently, "if I throw this bird into the sky right now, what will it do?" Evan looked at it carefully. "Nothing," he said. "It will fall. It's not finished." The old man nodded. "Exactly. It's not ready to fly. Not because it's broken, but because it hasn't been completed yet. Your identity is the same. You're not broken, Evan. You're simply unfinished. But you can choose what the finished version of you will be." The old man stood up slowly. "Most people let the world carve them," he said. "Be different. Carve yourself." Then he walked away, leaving Evan alone with the unfinished bird in his hand. Evan stayed there for a long time, thinking, breathing, remembering every moment he had held himself back, every dream he had abandoned, every time he let someone else define him. For the first time in years, he felt a spark deep inside him. Small, warm, alive. "I will finish carving myself," he whispered. "I will choose who I am." From the next morning, everything changed. Evan woke up early, made a plan, and started rebuilding himself from the inside out. He studied the skills he lacked. He practiced speaking confidently. He challenged his fears one by one. Every day, he carved away a little doubt. Every week, he chipped off a little fear. And every month, he peeled away another layer of the false identity the world had placed on him. Some days were hard. Some nights he felt like quitting, but he remembered the bird, unfinished, but full of potential. And slowly, step by step, Evan became someone new, someone stronger, someone braver, someone who walked with purpose. Months later, he applied again for the same job that once rejected him. This time, he walked into the room with confidence in his eyes. When the letter arrived saying, "Congratulations, you've been selected," Evan didn't cry because of the job. He cried because he finally felt free. He had rewritten his identity, not the quiet boy people labeled him as, not the kid who wasn't good enough, not the version of himself the world tried to carve. He became who he chose to be, and he finally understood something powerful. You don't discover your true identity by listening to others. You discover it by carving your own wings. And when you carve your wings, you don't just rise, you soar.